Hey everyone, this is Scott with the Central Florida ASTA chapter. Thank you all for joining us today for this educational webinar, Supplier Spotlight with Brightline. I'm very excited for this. I love the Brightline service. I've done it a few times and I'm ready for more cars to get delivered. But I'm going to let Ralph tell you all about it. And if we have questions, feel free to put them into the question box so they don't get lost in the chat. But you're welcome to use the chat and say hi in there as well. Take it away.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Scott. Let me share my screen here. Just let me know if you could see it.
Looks good.
Here. Okay, well, welcome everyone. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day today to learn a little bit about Brightline. My name is Ralph.ebra. I am the Senior Manager of Distribution here at Brightline. Basically, it's a fancy way of saying I'm your sales rep. I handle everything regarding the travel trade, working with travel agents, agencies, everything. So I'm your key point of contact here for any support. So with that, I want to let's start off a little bit about Brightline beginnings, right? About some of the beginnings. So Brightline was built on the is built actually on the vision that was set out by Henry Flagler, and he had a vision early on, which was to link the entire east coast of Florida by railway. And that actually was a historic move for South Florida, and it opened up the doors to much of the tourism that we have here in Florida. Now, one of the founding owners of Brightline, he was actually inspired by a book that he read. It's called The Last Train for Paradise. Amazing book, actually, if you haven't read it. Really cool book, and it revolves around the story of Henry Flagler's venture into the East Coast Railway. And the book actually served as a catalyst for reviving Henry Flagler's vision, which was to bring upscale train travel back to South Florida. Now, a little bit about the company. Brightline is the only major privately held express passenger rail service in the United States. Brightline is currently working to improve connectivity between city pairs that are too close to fly and maybe too far to drive. So that's kind of what we try to look for, how we could link, make these smaller links. And as many of you probably heard, on April 22nd, we actually broke ground on one of our future expansion projects, which is Brightline West out in the West Coast. Now, Brightline West will be connecting Las Vegas to Southern California, and it will be the first true high-speed rail system in the United States, with trains traveling at top speeds of up to 200 miles per hour. These trains are actually going to be all electric, so they're going to have zero emission, which is awesome. The high-speed rail service will feature 3 full-service stations. The Las Vegas station, there's going to be a Victor Valley station, and then the Rancho Cucamonga station, which will be in Southern California. Now, that drive typically takes about 4 hours when you're going from Las Vegas to Southern California. I am being told that it's going to take less than 2 hours, actually, which is pretty exciting. Now, the Rancho Cucamonga station in Southern California is going to be located directly adjacent to the existing Metrolink there in the Metrolink San Bernardino line, which is going to allow seamless connectivity to downtown Los Angeles and beyond. So we're really, really excited about that. I'm hearing, they want to have it completed by 2028 for the Olympics. So we're very excited about that. Here's a little sneak peek, right, of some of the renderings that we have for the station here, the Las Vegas station. It's going to be really close to the Strip also in Las Vegas. Here's what the interior is going to look like. Really nice classic decor. Very nice. Here's the other here, the atrium area. So those are a few of the renderings that we have for the station. So now with the opening of our Orlando station back in September, Brightline has now connected 2 of the largest tourist markets in the nation, which is Miami and Orlando. And we currently have 6 completed stations between South Florida and Central Florida. The stations we have are Miami, Aventura, Boca Raton, West Palm Beach, and Orlando. And we also have some more future expansion projects, which many of you, if you're Floridians, you've probably heard. We're going to be expanding into Stewart, also Cocoa Beach, and that's going to put us very close to Port Canaveral. And there are also plans to eventually extend the rail service all the way to Tampa. I'm hearing a couple of stops at Universal, one outside of Disney, and hopefully it's supposed to end up in Ybor City. That project, I am hearing, is going to be roughly about 3 years, maybe, before it's completed. But as you can see, Brightline is making it easier for you and your clients to enjoy more of South Florida when they're on vacation. And what we're hoping is to be a piece of the puzzle, right? When you're selling to your clients, we're hoping that you can include Brightline in their plans to visit South Florida. And hopefully it'll open up a lot of pre and post options for you, right? To be able to upsell your clients. I could just see, you have clients that say they're coming in from Pennsylvania. They're going to do the theme parks, right, for a week or a few days. And it's an easy upsell now. You could say, hey, you know something? Why don't you take a cruise, a 3-day cruise or a 4-day cruise out of either, Port Everglades and Fort Lauderdale or maybe down in Miami, in the Port of Miami. You don't have to worry about renting a car. You don't have to worry about parking. And it makes it very seamless, right? They can just get on the train there in Orlando and be whisked away and arrive here in Miami or Fort Lauderdale. So at Brightline, we have what's called the Ride Brighter philosophy. We're working to create travel experience that hopefully will let you to connect with your time. That time you could use it right while you're traveling to spend time with family. You can read, you can listen to music, right? You can play Uno, or you could just sit there and you can connect to our Wi-Fi or high-speed Wi-Fi access and just enjoy the ride. But train travel is actually fun because again, it allows you to connect, and that's one of the things that we're always looking to do, make it easier for you to connect while you're traveling with us. And the next point, comfort, right? We want to make sure that the type of train travel that you experience with Brightline is an elevated type of train travel. I can tell you, no matter what class, either smart class or premium class, our seats are very well appointed, leather seats, very comfy, plenty of leg room, right? Well, that's one of the things that I enjoy, right? Because flying, it's like I feel sometimes like I'm stuck there, my legs. And when I'm traveling in the train, I can stretch out my legs. It's comfortable and it's a fun way to ride, right? So again, comfort is we're always looking to see how we could make it a little bit more enjoyable and more comfortable for you while you're traveling with us. And the next point is service, right? Service. Our Ride Brighter philosophy really revolves around service. I can tell you that we're constantly, doing surveys, post follow-up surveys. We want to know what the clients are thinking. We're always looking to improve, right? To see what we could do better. And one of the things that if you have traveled with us, and I hear time and time again, is the service, right? The actual service, the people that are working, right? That go above and beyond to make you feel right, special while you're going on. So that's one of the things we're continually looking to improve is our customer service, and no matter where, either at the station or on the train throughout. And the next point, we want to make sure that we, can offer a product, right, that's sustainable. To ride brighter, it means that, our trains, at least the ones in Florida, are powered by clean biodiesel, which is very clean. And they're actually half biodiesel, half electric, which makes your travel very sustainable when you're, commuting to and from any points that you're visiting here in South Florida. And then if we're talking on the West Coast, right, Brightline West, that train will be fully electric, which will have zero emissions. So again, sustainability is something we're always looking to improve as a company. And safety, definitely riding brighter means safety is always our top priority for our customers and for our teammates, and especially the communities that we travel through. I can tell you there's so many initiatives among the communities looking to improve signs and stops. It's constantly evolving all the time, even for the employees all the time. So we want to make sure that when you ride, on one of our trains, that you can, you can feel safe. Now at Brightline, we believe that we're more than just your standard train ride, right? Brightline, we believe that we're at the intersection, right, of transportation and hospitality. So what we're trying to do is blend both, and by doing that, hopefully we can create unique experiences, right, for you and your clients when you're traveling with us. We believe that experience begins right the moment that they walk in to one of our stations, and hopefully it follows you throughout the journey. Now, one of the examples of how Brightline is intersecting transportation and hospitality at the station here is our Mary Mary Bar. At the Mary Mary Bar, your guests can experience some artfully created cocktails, or they can indulge in one of our mouth-watering bites before their journey. And I can tell you that a real popular night, Wine Wednesdays is becoming very popular at the Mary Mary Bar. And anytime there's a special concert or events going on, like I know for the boat show, they had a special cocktails for each event that goes on. A lot of times they have a lot of activations with a lot of the suppliers that we use, like Tito's, vodka. So there's always something going on there at the Mary Mary Bar. And I can tell you that the food is actually very good, very good. Let me see, I pulled up a sample of the menu here. Hopefully we could play it so you guys can see what you can have. You can pick up a mojito. You can pick up either a domestic or an imported beer, wine. They have it all. It's a full service bar. And again, as far as the menu, depending on what time of the day, you could pick up a pastry. You could pick up a lot of the local eats. You could pick up a pastelito or an empanada from Sergio's or a tequeño, or you can have a chicken Caesar wrap. The real cool thing is that you can take it with you if you want. You can eat it there, or you can take it with you on your journey. But again, we're always looking to improve our service, our food quality, everything. So that's at the station. Now, another example of how we're trying to intersect right transportation and hospitality at the station would be our premium lounge. So for your guests that are traveling in our premium class, they can expect an elevated experience at the station. They'll have exclusive access to our premium lounge, which is a very well appointed area. It's a really nice space for relaxing before their trip. While in the premium lounge, your guests can enjoy, there's wine on tap, beer on tap. There's coffee, a very nice coffee bar, Lavazza actually. And there's a beautiful charcuterie spread, and it's rotated throughout the day. So in the morning, if you have an earlier train, you can expect to see some breakfast items on there, some pastries, and as the day moves on, the items rotate. So it's a really cool experience. So you can picture that, right? Like your clients, they get here, they're about to take off on their vacation or their cruise, and they get on in Orlando. They get into the premium lounge. They can just sit back, have a few cocktails, right? Have a beer, have wine, have something to eat. And it's actually provided throughout the journey also. So there's snacks and there's beverages throughout the journey when you're traveling in premium class. Now, one of the things that we're trying to do, that we're trying to intersect transportation and hospitality is onboard our trains, right? So we're hoping that no matter where the travels take you and your guests, you guys can come to expect, right, exceptional service. Again, we believe we're much more than a train ride, and we're always looking to create a one of a kind experience for your guests on board. I can tell you that we have a lot of attention to detail on board. The trains, as I mentioned before, are designed with plenty of legroom space, plenty of space for your carry-on luggage. Like there's no fighting for carry-on luggage there. There's plenty of room, plenty of trays, accessible trays everywhere. There's options for groups, for tables, right? There's tables for groups. You can. I remember recently traveling with my family. We were able to book a table. We were playing cards and talking. It was really nice to be able to do that. And there's plenty of USB outlets, right? Outlets and USB ports for all your electronic devices. And one of the most important things, right? We have very large bathrooms. I can tell you that our bathrooms are literally the size of a small apartment in New York. They are. and they're very, very clean. That's one of the things that you can come to expect. Like, you get on our trains, they are immaculate, smell good. We have actually a signature scent throughout the station and on board our trains, which is pretty popular, but very, very clean and very very well appointed. Here's a sample of the smart menu, right? So for those traveling in smart class, you can get beverages and you can get little snacks to eat for purchase. And here's a sample of it, right? They're always looking to improve. You can pick up, one of the combos. If you're on the healthier side, right, you can pick up a garden salad. There's something for everybody on here. Or if you're just winding down, they have a very good deal here, the beer and hard seltzer combo. So, or you can have a mimosa, depending on what time of day it is. There's something for everybody on here, which you can purchase on board. Now, moving on to our stations, right? All of our stations were designed to be strategically located near downtown city centers. And to be close to downtown city centers, a lot of the tourist attractions, shopping and dining. So anytime they're looking to build a station, those are kind of the main things that they're always looking for, to make sure that they're near one of those areas. And as I mentioned earlier, we have 6 train stations. The 2 flagship stations we have are Miami Central, which is located in central downtown Miami, really close to the Port of Miami. We're hop, skip, and a jump from Brickell, Coconut Grove. Wynwood is like a mile away. South Beach is less than 3 miles away. So we're very, very close. So if your clients want to come and explore South Florida or downtown, and this is they can get to the station and within minutes be somewhere, be at the beach, enjoying the sand there. Now, our Orlando station, our other flagship station, is located in Orlando International Airport. And, again, that's near all the major theme parks and attractions there. I was just looking up, Orlando has an average of 75 million visitors per year. Talking about a huge, right, tourist hub. So being able to link into Orlando is just massive. I think, again, it gives you a lot of opportunities to upsell your clients. It has become very, very popular, more and more popular over the last few years. And again, we have 4 inline stations. We have Aventura Station, which is right across the street from the Aventura Mall, which happens to be the 3rd largest mall in the United States. The Fort Lauderdale Station is literally a few minutes away from Los Olas Boulevard, really close to the ocean and the beach area there. You have our Boca Raton station, which is close to the iconic Boca Raton Beach Club. And our West Palm Beach station is beautiful. You can actually walk to the Square Mall. It's within walking distance. A lot of dining, a lot of nice shopping. And we're very close to the Breakers. Beautiful resort there, iconic. It was actually built by Henry Flagler himself early on. So we currently have, Brightline, we currently have 10 train sets that are fully operational. We're proud that all of our trains were made in the United States by Siemens. And right now, currently, we have 32 train rides that are traveling daily to and from Miami and Orlando. And those are on an hourly basis. Now we're hoping to, within this year, we're supposed to be adding 1 more coach to each train. And then next year, we're going to be adding an additional coach to each train. So again, with the demand, it's been so popular that we're looking to expand the trains and add more space on board. And here is how the train configurations are. So each train, right, currently has 4 coaches. 3 of them are in smart class. 1 of them is premium. Now, premium fills up generally quickly. It's 50 guests in premium, and each train takes about 240 passengers at a time. In premium class, you have a seat configuration of 2 seats on one side and 1 seat on the other side. So there's a little bit more room, a little bit more quiet in there. And then smart class is 2 seats on one side and 2 seats on the other. And again, as I mentioned, we're going to be adding 1 additional coach this year to each of those trains, and then 1 coach the following year. Now, moving on to our classes of service, very easy to sell. We only have two classes of service, right? We have our smart class and then we have our premium class. Now, both class of services, they both offer free Wi-Fi at the station and while you're on board. And the really cool thing is once you connect to our Wi-Fi at the station, you can just jump on the train. You don't have to reconnect. It's connected throughout your journey. And you have free carry-on bags no matter what service you choose. Though there is size and weight limits, as long as you don't pass those, you're okay. Now, premium class gives your clients access to the premium lounge, like I mentioned, the complimentary snacks, beverages, the luxury seating, also throughout their journey before and throughout their journey. Plus, when you're traveling in premium class, you have your first checked bag for free. So, which is huge because for each guest if they have to check a bag, if they're here for a cruise, especially, right? I'm one of those, right? I pack the biggest luggage that I have when I go on a cruise. You see a lot of people with big luggage, especially if you're here for a while. So that you could check it in right when you get to the station. If you're doing premium class, it's included. You don't have to worry about a fee with that. And currently what we're doing is we're offering a $10 Uber credit, which will get you about 5 miles from the station. So that's usually what we're doing. So if you're traveling on premium class, you'll receive a $10 voucher that can be added to your Uber account that you could use currently. Now, a brighter way to set sail, right? Cruise port proximity. Brightline is making it easier for you to get your clients to their favorite cruise ship, right? We're a half a mile away from the port of Miami. I can tell when you're standing on the platform here in Miami, you can actually I can see the Royal Caribbean ships down a few blocks. You could actually see them from the platform here. We're 4 miles away from Port Everglades, 5 miles away from the port of Palm Beach. Right now, since we're located at the airport in Port Canaveral, we're 47 miles from Port Canaveral. Since we're located in the airport at Orlando at MCO, hopefully that's going to change when we open up the Cocoa Beach stop, because we'll be really close to another very, very large cruise port. So getting to and from the station, we have what's called Brightline Plus, and you can actually book some fixed route shuttles. And this is for if you're coming into Miami and Fort Lauderdale. So we'll offer this both at Miami International and Fort Lauderdale airports. And it's a fixed route shuttle, and it's airport to station. It's $10 for the first guest and $5 for each additional guest within the party. So if you get off the train and you need to get to MIA or you need to get to Fort Lauderdale, every hour, every 45 minutes that there's a train there, they'll be right outside. You'll have a shuttle service, and you can just walk up to it. You can pay your $10 and it'll take you to the airport, and vice versa. Also, if you're at the airport and you just need a ride to the train station, you can go right to where the shuttle service are at, and you can just board and it'll take you directly to the station. So currently that's operating in both Miami International and Fort Lauderdale. So that's a really cool service. Now for guests traveling to or from Brightline Orlando station, they can enjoy shared Connect shuttles or luxury private rides, right? Both of them are powered by mirrors, so you could book that actually on our website. So a shared Connect shuttle, and it's offering rides up to 25 hotels at Walt Disney World, and it's $16 for an adult, and then children pay $13, and anyone 3 and under is free. Or if you choose to book a luxury private ride, those start at about $63 per vehicle. So you can book those on our website if you ever need to. Now, moving on, we have our Connect with Confidence. This is really cool. So if your flight or associated travel plans get delayed, you could be eligible to move your Brightline reservation to the next train at no additional cost. Generally, they'll try to help you, even if you do miss it, but this is a guarantee now to qualify. If you are flying into Miami, Fort Lauderdale, or West Palm Beach, you just need to make sure that your flight scheduled arrival time is at least an hour and 30 minutes before your train departure. And then if you're flying into Orlando, it just has to be 1 hour before your train departure. So if that happens, you have a Connect with Confidence. They'll put you on the next train at no cost. Now, I know many of you have the questions, right? The baggage fees. So again, carry-ons are free no matter what, smart or premium. But if you do need to check a bag, it's $25 for smart class, and that's between Miami and Orlando. Again, if you're traveling premium, it is free, it's included. And also, I know I'm going to have this question. We are pet friendly. Pets just need to travel in a crate, and there's a $45 fee for pets that are traveling. And just to make sure that you always look at the size limits, there is a $20 fee for luggage being oversized. So definitely check our website to make sure that your luggage is always doesn't fall into that category, so you don't have to pay that. And I just wanted to let you know that we've extended, actually it's I put 5/27, it's actually been extended through the month of June. So we're currently offering 20% commission right now through the end of June. So hopefully you can take advantage of that. Now, want to make sure when you have a chance, remember to visit our offers tab on our website. And this is a really cool place. If you go to gobrightline.com and you click on offers, you'll be able to see all of our ongoing offers that we have. The group promotions that we have, any specials that we have with Universal or for kids. So you could always take advantage and see there. You could use the QR code and it'll take you there. Also, this one's very important, I think. Make sure to add yourself right to the deal sign up page. Now I try to send out emails and let you know anytime we have a promotion, but this team works fast. A lot of times there's a flash sales with some very, very good deals. Like this is the last one that they did, the $29 smart fares, which I heard actually a bunch of people did get. But go to our website, go to gobrightline.com, and on the top you'll see a little tab. It'll say deals sign up. Make sure to include your email address there. And anytime we have one of these last minute promotions or one of these really good hot deals, you'll be informed and you'd be able to stay informed. We have also a travel agent discount. If one of those other promotions don't apply, you could use Bright Advisor. You could use that promo code right now. And this is for travel dates through the end of the year. Currently, the promo code should be good through the end of August, and then hopefully we'll bring out another one. But this will give you 15% off of either Smart or Premium, and this is for long rides. They have to include Orlando though in the ride. But again, it's Bright Advisors, so you can add that promo code to get 15% off. Feel free to use it for yourself. Feel free to use it for your clients if you're booking them also. And here's a QR code to the Brightline Digital Toolkit. We have a lot of cool flyers right now. You could pick up logos. There's like some social media posts in there and some videos that you could use. So definitely feel free to go there and download the toolkit. And with that, I want to leave you with a video here. Hopefully, you guys can hear it. Come on. And with that, I want to thank you again, for taking the time out of your day to learn a little bit about Brightline. Again, feel free to reach out to me if you ever have any questions or need anything regarding Brightline.
Yeah. Thank you so much for all of this. We have a couple of questions in the Q&A box. But if you have questions, please put them in the Q&A box and we'll try to answer them before we wrap up. The first question from Carrie, do any of the credit cards have access to the premium lounge, or is it just premium ticket holders?
It's just anyone who books premium.
Yeah.
It's not linked with any credit card at this time.
At this time.
You know, it can always change, right?
Yeah. And then Alicia is asking, when is commission typically paid out?
So commission is typically paid out at the end of the quarter, and then there's at the end of the quarter, and then it's up to 8 weeks after. So I know right now we're actually a little bit delayed because our accounting team actually switched vendors. The payment processing vendors, they switched over to a company called Routable, which is supposed to be like they did the move because it's gonna better support us moving forward, but they just picked it at the really wrong time. So it's been delayed. That should be coming very soon, actually. The last payment should be coming out. Those were delayed, but they're on their way.
Yeah, cool. And I see a comment in here from Jean about the princess deal. What's that all about?
Yes, so they launched that. That was for a very short period. I think it was bookings through May, but we're looking to do more and more things like that with cruise lines. So there was really like a test pilot that they did, and I am interested to see how it rolled out. But how it works was, you know, once they booked during that time period, they would receive a voucher from Princess that they could use, which was worth I think it was 150 of credits that they could use on Brightline.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I remember looking at it, but I didn't book anybody with it, so I filed it away. What is the booking process like for new advisors? Like, how would they get set up?
Okay, so if they're not booking through a host agency, I think most of all like the large host agencies are already set up with us. They would just have to. They could always send me an email, and I could let them, you know, the instructions. But if they're registering their agency brand new, they would just need to go to gobrightline.com, and they go all the way to the bottom. There's a little tab that says Travel Professionals. They click on there, and then they'll have to just register. And what they need to register would be their agency W-9, and they have to sign our commission terms, and then they have to, if they have a state seller of travel.
Mhm.
So they would just send those up, and we'll set them up immediately.
Easy. And then how does the Uber credit work now since the agents get the ticket to our email?
Yeah, they could, it'll go directly. Well, they'll have to, if they put their client's email in there, it'll go, the Uber credit will go directly to them,
Yeah.
to their client's account.
Yeah, so just from my own experience, I've started putting the client's email into it because yeah, we're not going to get the email from the confirmation of the ticket. Sorry, this cough is killing me this weekend or week. Putting the email in for the client so that they get the ticket, because if they cancel that train ride, the credit goes to the email, and if it goes to the agency email, you owe that person money back.
Yeah, they're so we're working on that on the back end. I'm actually working on, I have a meeting today actually, setting up a whole travel agent portal and all that functionality. We hope to have all that functionality where you can send the confirmation, you get a confirmation. If you need a confirmation, I can always send it. Now, as long as you're logged in and you have your code, right? You have your travel agent code that's in there from your agency, all your reservations are tracked. So even though like if you do send it to your client and it disappears from your My Trips, that's what usually happens. Because what'll happen is it'll start looking for,
Yep.
you know, an account to send all that information to. So that's why it disappears from your trips. But that's hopefully it's going to be taken care of hopefully very soon. That's part of all the little things that, you know, they didn't think about it initially when they rolled all this stuff out. But we have meetings about that, and hopefully we're gonna have, like a scaled back advisor portal. You're gonna be able to eventually, track your commissions. If you ever need to track your commissions, let me know. I can always look it up. I get a daily report. So if you ever need to know, hey, did it show up? I can look that up for you. But yeah, even if you send it to your client, you're just not going to see it on your profile. But it'll be tracked. Like they're all tracked.
Cool. And then Jean needs some help with the reset of her password. She hits the button and nothing happens.
Okay. She can send me an email. I think that she may need to register either her agency, because I've seen that happen. What happens is they'll try to log in through the travel professional in that section and not the actual main website. But she can send me an email and I'll help her out. There you go. Thank you.
Yep. So Jean, go ahead and send an email to Ralph and he'll help you out offline. And I'll give us a few moments. If anybody has some questions you haven't put into the Q&A box, I will give us a moment for you to type it out. Otherwise, thank you all for joining us today for this. Feel free to take the email from Ralph's in the chat, and if you have any questions after the fact, follow up. But we'll also put this on the chapter website so everybody can watch it after the fact as well. So thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your days. Thanks, Ralph.
Awesome. Thank you, Scott.